too long ago I mentioned that I wanted to make a video on analytics. And when I say this, I mean things like likes, dislikes, and subscribers on YouTube, but also things like followers on other platforms. And more specifically, I want to talk about the problems that they brought on people on the internet. First, I want to talk about Twitch and when I first began streaming in 2022. In the beginning, I wanted to stream mostly for fun and just to give me something to do. But there was always a small hope to get big from streaming, obviously. And as time went on, this grew more and more. And eventually, I was streaming only for the views and no longer for fun. And this caused my experience streaming to drop drastically. And it began to feel more like a job, and I just didn't want to do it anymore. So there were many times where I just didn't stream for weeks on end. And this was mainly because I wasn't seeing many viewers or followers on Twitch, but I was seeing numbers go up for other people, but not for me, which was debilitating. But now, since I've come back to posting on YouTube, which this would have been around September of last year, I've returned to the times back in 2022 where I was only doing this for fun. However, the problem with the YouTube analytics is just how addicting they are. They show you graphs and large numbers to show you how well you're doing. And I find myself looking at the analytics often, even though I'm not as interested in the views my videos get as I might have been back then. But also, the internet has taught us that these high numbers aren't actually even high. Like on my analytics page, in the last 28 days, it says I have 443 views, and this little green arrow, which shows that it's 303 more than usual. Which obviously that shows you're doing better. But also the internet has taught us that these high numbers aren't actually even high. Like my last video got around 100 views, but one of my worst off ones could get 5. So surely neither of these are a good number of views to have on any of your videos. Because when I look at my recommended, most channels have posted new videos with already 100,000 plus views. And to that, I want to say they're both pretty alright numbers. Because imagine those 100 people or 5 people in real life around you, all reacting to what you've put out there. And when you start to look at it like that, that's not the small number of people the internet makes it out to be. And obviously with this idea that has been fostered, it can feel bad posting a video and not seeing those huge numbers in views. But I think if anybody is watching your video at all, that's an achievement. There are likely millions of videos posted a day, and yours was the one that people had chosen. And then the last thing I want to talk about is the 10 out of 10 feature. And this feature is honestly hated into the ground, but I think that's for a good reason. And the way it works, if you don't know, is it shows your latest video on the homepage of the analytics and how it compares to your videos in the last 10 videos that you've posted. And this is based on views, click-through rate, and view duration. And just imagine already looking at your video and thinking this has failed, it's only got like, I guess 5 views. Or maybe it could have more than that, but because it's not in that expected like 100,000 that most channels have, you just think it's failed. And then you look on your homepage, your analytics, and it reveals to you that it's actually the worst video that you've posted out of the 10 past videos. And it's just shown right there in your face, just to prove your point that this is the worst video you've posted, if it wasn't already bad enough. So I think that's very harmful, and I'm not even really sure what this feature was meant for, and what the idea behind it even was. Maybe it has a purpose, but to many I think it's more of a source of negativity than anything. But I guess that's all I want to talk about, so I'll leave you with this cat picture, and I'll see you in the next video. Also subscribe if you want.